Race fans, I'm Owen McCall coming to you from the New Smyrna Speedway in Daytona Beach, in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, the New Smyrna Speedway in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Sorry about that flub there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first half of the 2019 Red Eye 50-50. This race used to be a 100 lapper for the Super Lates, but now they split it in half. 50 laps for the Pro Lates, 50 laps for the Super Lates. Let's get into the starting lineup. On the pole in the 5, it's Mike Skinner. In the 81, coming out of Iowa, it's Sammy Smith. Then it's Daniel Keene from right here in Daytona Beach in the 43. Brad May in the 9. Then it's Vermont's Todd Stone. Josh Todd in the 0. Zach Harris in the 54. Chance Jules in the 24. Barry Brooks in the 28. Andrew Franzone in the 3. Bruce Griffin in the 72. We got a 17 car that's joining us here on the end of the 24. Dalton Smith has also arrived. Tag those two cars, that white 17 and 24 Dalton Smith, they've tagged on to the end of the field here. So it's great to see them being able to make it out here tonight for the first half of this event. So the first 50 lap of tonight's double feature is set to go. The Pro Late models. Todd Stone, the 1, he's going to be pulling double duty tonight. He's going to be participating in the Super Late 50, which is going to be coming up after this. Now, Daniel Keene in that 43 car, he was racing at the quarter midget track on the inside here, inside of the track here just a while back, and now here he is in a Pro Late model at New Smyrna, making his first ever feature appearance here at NSS, New Smyrna Speedway, USA. The driver to definitely watch for is the pole sitter, Mike Skinner, who has chosen the outside lane, but also keep an eye on the 9 of Brad May. Brad May is the defending Super Late Model track champion here at New Smyrna Speedway. So Brad May knows how to get around this track as the Daytona Dodge Pace truck pulls off the track. Right now, Mike Skinner and Sammy Smith are going to lead him to the green, and the green flag is out. We're racing. Down through 1 and 2 we go. Skinner gets the lead with Smith in second. Brad May trying to get a run up on the outside. He gets second away from Smith. Sammy Smith came all the way down here from Iowa to be in tonight's race. So let's see what he can do. Here comes Vermont's Todd Stone in the 1, trying to get around the 43 and Daniel Keene. To get that 4th spot. And we're 1 lap into a 50-lap race. Brad May is all over the back end of the 81 of Smith. Lots of sparks coming out of that 54 car there. Right now, Mike Skinner is currently up front, showing the way in that 5. And the 54 car is pulling off of the track into the pits, so early exit in tonight's 50 lapper for that 54 car. Now during this green flag run, if you take a look down into turn number 1 there, you'll notice some unfinished grandstands down in turn 1. And we have a car around in 2, so hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We got a car around in 2. Car around in 2. Hold that thought. Hold that thought about the unfinished grandstands in turn 1. The 17 has gone around. He's not on my lineup sheet, so I don't know who that is. I guess I'll have to check the results, the final results, see who that is, but that driver has spun out of turn 2. So now that we're on, Zach Ewan was the name I picked up. So the 117 of Zach Ewan went around in turn 2. But now that we're under caution, we can return to that thought. You take a look at those unfinished grandstands down in turn 1. Those grandstands were originally destroyed back in October 2016 when Hurricane Matthew hit the state of Florida. They were literally uprooted from the ground and flipped through the fence onto the front straightaway. But now the track has made significant progress in rebuilding those grandstands. And we'll see when those grandstands open, because it's going to be very nice. They made great progress on those new turn 1 grandstands. Also, in case anyone's noticed, they repainted the wall. So right now, they're telling them to double up. We're going to go back to green flag racing here in a minute. They're getting told to double up right now. Mike Skinner will choose the outside lane. Sammy Smith is going to stick to the inside. Then it's going to be Brad May and Daniel Dye. Then it's going to be Todd Stone of the 1 rounding out the top 5. As the Daytona Dodge pace truck goes pulling off of the track, Mike Skinner's going to lead him back to the green flag. We're waiting for the green to come out. Green flag is out. We're back racing. Mike Skinner gets a great start. Here we go through 1 and 2. Brad May's trying to get around Sammy Smith. But here comes Daniel Dye in the 43. Daniel Dye tries to get a run to the outside to get by Brad May. But here comes Todd Stone again to that red number 1. Again, Brad May and Todd Stone, they will be pulling double duty tonight, competing in the super late model 50-lap event. Right now we have a battle for the 4th spot between the 43 of Daniel Dye and the 1 of Todd Stone. Todd Stone from Middlebury, Vermont, keeps his car down here in Florida. Here he is on the inside of Daniel Dye. And they make contact. Dye and Stone make contact as they go back through 1 and 2. But Todd Stone has the run on the bottom. Todd Stone gets 4th away from Daniel Dye as our leaders are now dealing with slow traffic. Right now, your top 3 are starting to pull away. Your top 3 of Skinner, Smith, and May. Brad May trying to figure out how to get around Iowa's Sammy Smith. Todd in the 0 has now pulled up into the 5th spot. So Daniel Dye slipping a bit. Sammy Smith in the 81 trying to close the gap in on the 5 of Skinner as Brad May starts dropping a little bit. their way around slower traffic. In this case, it's the 28 of Barry Brooks and the 117 of Zach Ewan. As they continue, laps are continuing to wind down here. Mike Skinner is still up front. Mike Skinner, based out of Port Orange, Florida now. He was at one point in time Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s Cup teammate at Original Tools Racing. He was the lowest car before he came to Johnson. Obviously spent some time in the Truck Series, the Craftsman Truck Series. Now it's the Hanover Truck Series. 20 laps are in the books. We still have 30 to go. Continuing to make their way around slow traffic. They get by the 3 of Andrew Franzone and the 24 of Dalton Smith. Time by, it's going to be halfway through. Right now, the 81 of Sammy Smith, despite being right up there, he has not found a way to get around the 5 of Mike Skinner. But as we enter the second half of this race, we'll see if things start to change. A lot of these drivers out here are hoping to be back for Speed Weeks, so they're driving a little bit tamer than we had expected out here tonight. With the super late models, we have 24 super lates set to roll off to their feature event later tonight. Sammy Smith is trying to get a run on Skinner. He had a run down the back straightaway as they're making their way down the front stretch again. 29 of 50 laps are in the books right now. Laps to go. Now Mike Skinner's opening up that gap over Smith a bit. 32 laps are in the books. I would say something about a certain little thing right now, but I'm worried I'll jinx this race if I do. And Daniel Dye got high on the track and almost... Daniel Dye has the tire down. You can see the smoke coming out of the front. Watch the 43 of Daniel Dye. The right front tire is down. You can see the smoke coming out of it. Daniel Dye just needs to get that 43 car off the track under its own power, and we will not have a caution. That's what I was talking about. We have not, this race so far has run caution-free. First one of the night to go caution-free, and I'm worried, now that I've said that this race has gone caution-free, that I'm going to jinx it, but the 43 of Daniel Dye is in the pits, and they're getting that tire fixed. With 35 laps in the book, make that 36 now that Skinner has crossed the strike. First caution of the night is flown. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I jinxed it. I said we're going to run caution-free, and we got a caution. Well, actually, no, we did not run caution-free. We had a first caution. My bad. I am terribly sorry about that. I don't know where my mind's at, but the 72 has gone around, the Jet Concrete machine. We've seen cars sponsored by Jet Concrete usually have good luck at this track. For example, Jeff Chiquette, he won the Governor's Cup. And Cody Jett in the Sportsman Division, but looks like that 72 car has not had very good luck tonight.
I'm not in your way. My power went down.
I'm trying to make sure I'm not in anyone's way.
I know. I would just feel so bad if I'm leaning in and blocking your shot.
Yeah, because that was me too. I'm like, am I blocking his shot? Am I getting in it?
I don't know. Skinner might just have enough to hold off. Is that 81?
That 81 car of Sammy Smith, if he can get rolling here, that was the second caution of the event. I accidentally said we had no cautions, but I had misspoken. We actually did have a caution earlier. I don't know how I forgot about that. Oh,
that's perfect. Is that your bag?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, here, we can put it over here. Go ahead and grab it. We'll put it over here.
I'm sorry about that.
Highlighter painted the yellow car. That car, as a matter of fact, won the Speedway Model Championship in Auburndale. The track where you can run a little bit more competitively with an underpowered car, a little more right there. Josh Todd, great driver, a little bit underpowered here. Running back there in the fifth position.
I've had 2 outlets go down on me now.
Right now, we're still under a lengthy caution condition for that 72. They're trying to get it on the tow truck to get it off of the racing surface so we can get back green.
Turn number 4, probably 25 laps, 20 laps to go. And I think finally something let loose in that front suspension on that car. Right now, it looks like it's kind of in the hole there, trying to get that 33 back on the racetrack. But the youngster did an outstanding job. It's like we said earlier, this is really his first experience. Here on the super fast half-mile speedway and a Pro Late model, hats off to the youngster. Absolutely, he was running really well before the problems happened.
Before all those problems happened here on that 43 car down in the pits of Daniel Dye, he was having a very good run in his first pro late model feature here at New Smyrna. So he was up there in the top 5 in the early stages of this race, but had a tire go down. So it was a shame to see a young driver do so well, and now he's out. So, but Daniel Dye, he lives just down the road from New Smyrna in Daytona Beach, Florida. So we expect to see him out here a pretty decent amount of this season. So looking forward to seeing that 43. But up front, it is still Mike Skinner, followed by the 81 of Sammy Smith, the 9 of Brad May, the 1 of Todd Stone, the 0 of Jason Todd. Now, that 0 car of Jason Todd, that's the car that won the super late model track championship at the Auburndale Speedway. Auburndale is a quarter of a mile, so you can be very competitive in an underpowered car. Now at New Smyrna, that's a pro late, but at Auburndale, that's a super late. Right now, we're going to go back racing. The caution lights are out on the Daytona Dodge Pace Truck and around the New Smyrna Speedway, and we're about to get back green flag racing. Mike Skinner has chosen the outside lane for this restart. The other restart we did earlier in the year, that was the preferred lane. 37 to 50 laps are in the books. The Daytona Dodge Pace Truck dives off of the track. We're waiting for the green. The green flag is out. We are back racing. A great start for Mike Skinner and Todd Stone. Here comes Vermont's Todd Stone in the 1, straight into second. And here comes Sammy Smith on the bottom to try and get the second spot back from Stone. Todd Stone trying to clear Sammy Smith. Brad May is right there. Side by side for the second spot. Todd Stone on the outside. On the bottom, it's Sammy Smith in the 81. Side by side they go at the line. By the front half of the car, that is Todd Stone in second. And oh, in the wall, Todd Stone! Todd Stone in the wall, our third caution has come out. Back to the old saying of cautions breed cautions. Todd Stone was racing for second with Sammy Smith. The two made contact probably somewhere in there, and around goes Todd Stone. Stone will be pulling double duty tonight, competing in the super late model feature event. 39 to 50 laps are in the books, and caution numero 3 has come out tonight. There's the 81 of Sammy Smith going into the pits. The right front fender has been ripped open, and they're going to try and fix that. They're going to try and fix that body there. So there's the 81 of Smith. There's the one of Todd Stone down there in the red car. Mike Skinner still up front, but Brad May is in second place right now. Brad May is now in a position where he could realistically win this thing. Him and Jason Todd in that 0 car, they can win it. Sammy Smith's crew trying to work on that 81 car to get him back out there, but we'll have to see what happens. Daniel Dye in the 43, they're down there in the pits trying to see what happened with that car from earlier in the night. 39 to 50 laps complete. There's 11 to go in tonight's feature event. One lap to go before we turn them loose. The lights are out of the Daytona Dodge Pace Truck. The caution lights. Actually, no, they're going to throw the caution flag back out. They threw the one to go signal, and now they're going to put the caution back out. And Todd Stone is going to come rejoin the race. Same thing with the 81 of Sammy Smith. The two of them are going to be joining the field in the back. But keep your eye on those two cars as they try and make it from the back to the front. Right now, Mike Skinner is still going to remain on the outside lane for these restarts. That's the question. The question right now is take a look at the damage that was done to the one of the 81. Will that damage hinder these drivers as they move on as they try and move back up to the front here? Right now, the pace truck is pulling off of the track, and the green flag is going to come back out. We are racing once again. Here we go down through 1 and 2. Brad May is in second. Skinner's up front. Here goes Brad May. Brad May tries to get the lead. Brad May on the bottom. Brad May makes contact with Mike Skinner. Now here comes Jason Todd in the 0. He's involved in this now. 40 laps in the books, 10 to go. Here we go. Right now, we got two veteran drivers up at the front. Brad May, a track champion here at New Smyrna, a man who knows how to get the victory lane. Behind Mike Skinner. Right now, Sammy Smith in the 81 systemically trying to make his way back up to the front alongside the one of Todd Smith, but up front, Mike Skinner just had control of this thing since the drop of the green flag. Nothing can face this man. The three cautions have not fazed Mike Skinner with 8 laps to go. But Brad May got up there. He was involved. May was trying to make a move. 7 laps to go. Does anyone have an answer for the 5 of Mike Skinner? As the laps continue to wind down. Coming to the line, 6 to go. And the caution is back out. There's a car around in 2. Right now, I cannot make the number out on the car that is spun out in turn 2. Right now, the 81 of Sammy Smith coming back down into the pits. Something must have gone wrong on that 81 car. So right now, Smith is down pit road for the second time tonight, and this time he's going to make that hard left turn into the garage and out of the race. The driver who was running up in second throughout a lot of this event, very talented driver from Iowa, and it's a shame to see him have to exit this race just 6 laps shy of the checkered flag. And that's the one thing about, Brad May. He wants to win, but, he doesn't want to have to wreck Mike Skinner to get the win. So Brad May wants to find a way around Mike Skinner. Maybe getting up in his grill a bit, but not wreck him. That's not Brad May's style.
Now he'll have Brad May to deal with again, but Skinner's been so good on these restarts. It's going to be.
I mean, Skinner's restarts tonight have been almost flawless, with how he's able to smoothly glide away from the competition when the green flag drops on each of these restarts tonight. So we'll have to see if he can get that good of a restart. And what about that 0 car, Jason Todd? That was the 24 of Chase Jules. He went around in 2. That's the 24 of Chase Jules. Again, I could not make out the number because it was where it was sitting at the base. It was behind over at turn 2. There was like the wall from the from the infield that was blocking it. I couldn't think of the words there to describe it. Mike Skinner still up front with 6 laps to go. But right now the 24 is just not running, and they're taking it down pit road, and they were pushing it. But the 24 car has been removed from the racing surface. So we will be back to racing action here shortly. As the 1-0 signal is being given, Mike Skinner once again will choose the outside lane on this restart, as he has in all the restarts. Now that 3 car of Andrew Franzone, he's made his way all the way up to the 5th spot with all these drivers dropping out. And there's Dalton Smith in the 24 and 6th, and then 7th, it's Barry Brooks. Daytona Dodge Pace Truck pulls off of the track. We're looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. We're back racing. And look at the 1 of Todd Stone. He is right back in this now. Brad May right there in 2nd place. And here comes Todd Stone in 3rd. Andrew Franzone, we stay green. Todd green. Bumper to bumper. As they go back to 1 and 2. Here we go now. Brad May trying to see if he can get a run on Skinner here in the closing stages. Down to the line. Right now, Skinner and May putting a little distance between themselves and Todd Stone in the 1 as they come down the front straightaway. 47 laps in the books. Next time by is going to be 2 to go. Coming down to the line. There's 3 laps to go. 2 laps to go. We're on lap 48. Here comes Brad May right up on Skinner's bumper as they come to the white flag. Here we go. Brad May trying to think of a way to get around Mike Skinner. I don't think Brad May has an answer as they go through 3 and 4. Brad May is trying everything he can to get around Mike Skinner. Here we go off of 4, down the front straightaway. Mike Skinner wins it! Brad May, half a car away from winning this race. 2 veterans, and they're talking to each other. Not mean, just probably a mutual respect, and congratulations, 2 veteran drivers who've been around a while, who've seen lots of great racing. And also great, let's give a shout out to that 24 car of Dalton Smith, taking home a 5th place finish here on the first night of the year. But ladies and gentlemen, here he comes into the Hampton Inn victory lane, the winner of the Pro Late Model 50. It's the gunslinger Mike Skinner.